Are
All
we in the
right,
same server?
guys. We
Oh
are
yeah,
with
we are.
yeah, we are with Preston, who has always been an Apple fanboy his entire life, but today
Hmm.
he got, well, not today, for a couple weeks. He's had a Samsung S24, I think, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
S24. Uh,
S24. And then I actually think he's grown to like Android. So, well, Preston joined the lobby. Today we're gonna
I
be
did, I
playing
did.
Ink Game while having an interview with them about Android.
Hmm.
So, Preston, let's start off. What did you think of Android when you first saw it?
Like I just like when I first saw it when I was still an Apple guy on all Apple products, I thought it looked kind of weird compared to like Apple, not as stylish. And according to most tech YouTubers, didn't the camera wasn't great.
I don't know who said that, but okay. Moving on. Were those when you actually tried the phone? Was that actually what happened or what?
The camera still looked pretty bad on TikTok and Snap, but regardless
Yeah.
of that, like I think the software is fine
Well, what about the
and the
native
hardware.
camera? Like the native camera app, not TikTok.
Native, in native, like it's hard to get used to, but I think it probably does. It can compete with the Apple one.
Well, yeah, that's one of the major things about Android. Like Carter PCs, he was talking about the new Fold 7, the $2,000 phone. The native camera looks great, but if TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram don't build in like better in-app things, then nobody's gonna use it over Apple. So yeah, that is one thing about Android. How was it like? Because guys, Preston has a MacBook and an iPad, and then he's also trying this with the Samsung phone. So how was the integration? Was setting it up hard or what?
Yeah. So like the main reason I actually have a phone is to take photos of everything I go for, like for friends. And what I've been using a lot is actually Google Photos with the Samsung app. So like the sync all my photos, so then I can just open Google Photos on my Mac and save the photos. So it still have like a good ecosystem. It just takes a lot. Like it's not as like simple as Apple's would be.
Oh, but it was still livable using a MacBook and a Samsung phone.
What?
But
What is it?
like it was still fine.
Yeah, it's still fine.
I see. And then what are some things you didn't like?
What do you like about the phone? There was a lot of stuff I didn't like, but honestly, the most like the stuff like I just really did not like. Everyone, probably a lot of people would agree with me on.
For
I'd say
example?
like I'd say at the bottom, like the was it like the back button it took a while to get used to.
Well, what isn't it better
Um,
than having like a different like for YouTube you have to swipe left and then for one thing you have to click on the top.
yeah,
Wasn't it better having
it
unified? Like,
yeah. I guess it's nice, but like it just took a while to get used to because I'm so used to just swiping like right or left to close something.
mm,
Another complaint of mine is that I just I think I'm just so used to Apple's like app like the design of all the apps that like just seeing like the native like Samsung apps, they don't look as like nice and like complete as the Apple ones. Like that
like
might just be me,
the
but
skins or the actual apps?
like the app skins, like look how nice like Apple's like Photos app looks compared to Samsung's. Like this a
So what do
pink
you say what you
pink
would
like leaf.
rate Samsung before trying the phone and then what you would rate it after trying the phone is higher?
Yes, definitely.
I see. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold up. And then what oh and then what are some things you did like?
Phone. That actually, what I really like though, like what surprised me, like the front camera on this is actually like really good. Like I like the iPhone one is good because there's like the dynamic island, a lot more space, but this is just a hole punch, and this is still like really good.
Yeah,
I'm
and you know on
surprised.
like the newer phones it's like completely like it's just one like punch. It doesn't even droop down. So yeah. And then you actually know there are Android phones that don't have that like they have the camera but it's underneath the screen. So you wouldn't see it at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, anything else you liked about Android or
I think like people probably say like I'm generic over saying this, but I really like the customization. Like I can really just customize any app I please,
Yeah.
to, like any design I want. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Oh. So what do you say you're satisfied?
Very satisfied with the Samsung. I do believe I would probably still prefer getting an Apple just because I have like all the entire Apple ecosystem. If I didn't have like my MacBook, my iPad, I'd probably go with the Samsung
So for your
for
next
this.
phone, if you would have the choice, would it be another Samsung or another iPhone?
I think I'd consider a Samsung, but probably an iPhone though.
Well, that's the most important thing because like 2 weeks ago you were like, "You Samsung sucks."
Mhm. Well, that's character growth.
Also, but something to consider, you haven't tried this, but if you do get a Apple phone around the same price bracket, assuming Apple hasn't fixed this, which they probably won't, it's Apple, it's gonna be 60 hertz instead of 120, which means it's just gonna look a lot worse, and you're gonna definitely notice the downgrade going from 120 to 60. So just keep that in mind. Unless they add
But yeah,
120 to their base phones, which is probably never gonna
Uh,
happen, but.
in my final verdict, though, like I think between a Samsung and iPhone, it really just depends on like what like if you have like most of the products of them. Like if you have entire Samsung, like Samsung, even Samsung fridges, just go with the Samsung or an Android. But if you have entire Apple, just get an iPhone.
Okay, well there you have it. A Apple fanboy converted, almost fully converted to Android and actually considering it, which is a big change from last time. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching and yeah.